Hello, folks. We're back with Rockin' Bear NFL Week 14 with What Do You Think? Hey, Rock, how you been?
I've been pretty good, and I'm sure you have too. Let's get cranking. It's just getting late in the season.
Can't complain. Starting us off with this week's action. Pitt going to see Buffalo. Buffalo is tougher than you think, but I'm taking Pitt, Rock. Give them the points. What do you think?
Well, they have to win. You've got Bell, Brown, Ben, the three Bs, and Buffalo gave up. They lost. They gave up 15 points in the fourth quarter last week against Oakland. And you got to figure that's a little bit crushing. Pittsburgh covers. They cover the line of 3, and they went outright.
Yeah, they needed to stay ahead of their division, really, this week. So Pittsburgh sounds like a sound play. San Diego looking to charge into Carolina. Both these teams are really just playing for pride. I'm taking Superman at home. Barack, what do you think?
Well, Rivers plays with a lot of heart. Cucci is probably back for Carolina, and they have pride also. So I'm going to go with Superman. I'm going to go with your pick. That's a line which is like a point, so who cares? Carolina wins.
Yeah, I think the home team really decides that game, so Carolina will be good to take it home.
Okay.
Another team that I won't take it home, Cincinnati, going to see Cleveland. I think Cleveland's going to remain with a donut. I think they're Mr. Donut this year. I don't know if they'll ever get a win. Cincinnati, big time. Rock, what do you think?
I'm going to say 1. Before I was none. But I'll tell you what. McNown threw for 322 yards last week. Cincinnati's basically out of it. And they're going to be howling in the dog pound. Cleveland outright, despite being a 5.5-point dog.
Okay, we're different that way.
You betcha.
Awesome. It should be an interesting game. Both teams, interdivision's always good. Another interdivision game. The Bears going to see the Lions. The Lions, I think, are going to have, after this week, a 3-game winning streak. Rock, what do you think?
Smoking hot. Detroit.
The Lions.
Although they've been behind in the fourth quarter for all of their wins going into the fourth quarter.
Interesting.
The Bears looked impressive last week against who? The 49ers. Anyway, they held Kaepernick to 7 yards passing. They're certainly not going to hold Stafford to under 280. But the Bears got that big running back. There's a possibility for an upset. I'm going to take the Bears with the points, and we'll see what happens. They won't win, but they'll cover.
I think Detroit will stop the run, and that will stop the Bears. So Detroit sounds like we're both in the same game that way.
So you like the Bears to cover?
No, Detroit.
I do. I like the Bears to cover. Yeah.
Detroit will stop the run, stop the Bears, so we're split again. Detroit will take that game, says Matt Bear here.
All right, go Matt Bear.
Another game I'm taking, Houston. Well, I don't think they need some luck against Luck and Indianapolis. With the 4 touchdowns and no picks last week, I think they're on a hot streak again. Rock, what do you think?
Well, I have to be candid with you. I've never really been impressed with Osweiler. They're on the road at Indianapolis. The line is 6. Interdivision, guess what? Indy by double digits.
Sure.
All righty.
We agree on that one.
Yes, sir.
Another team that I think won by double digits, Minnesota, going to Jacksonville. Jacksonville's pretty much out of it. Bortles might have a big game, but not likely. Minnesota's my take. Rock, what do you think?
Well, you know what was a surprise? What they said last week about Sam Bradford throwing his average reception is 6 yards. Jacksonville has played everybody tough. They're at home. Minnesota's basically out of it. I'm going with Jacksonville.
You're in the doghouse this week with all these dogs.
Give me a bone, will you?
Hopefully you get thrown a bone
all
for your
right,
picks.
let's go, baby.
With these upsets.
Yes, sir.
Cardinals going to see beat up Miami. I'm drinking the water down south, but I don't know Miami. I don't know about Miami right now. I'm taking the Cardinals. Rock, what do you think?
Oh, Miami's pretty banged up. They're not in the race for a wild card. This is a coin toss. I got to go with the home team. I really don't have a super pick here. I'm going to take Miami at home. I don't know what the line is, but Miami wins the game.
Miami wins the game, so they'll win by 2, or they'll get in 2. I think Carolina's going to, the Cardinals win by a touchdown. I think Carson Palmer will find a rhythm against Miami's defense.
Who's banged up?
Who's banged up, right?
You're probably right.
Sure, another team that will find a rhythm will be the Redskins. They're going to have the Philadelphia Eagles saying, how did they do that? I'm taking Washington. I'm taking them on the road against Philly. Rock, what do you think?
Well, Kirk Cousins threw for 450 yards. against Dallas, which I mentioned a few times. Philly's 4-1 at home. Both of the Matthew brothers are out. The obvious pick is Washington. This is the pick'em game. But you know what? Any given Sunday, I'm going to crawl back in the doghouse and I'm going to fill it up with Philly.
Okay. So
all right?
Staying in the doghouse, huh?
Yes, sir.
Philly, after their upset-in game last week, I don't think they had the momentum. I think Washington will win that game.
All righty.
Den versus 10. I think the deciding factor will be Murray this week. If he finds a way to beat Denver's defense, I think Mariota and Murray will find the attacking way to take the game away from Denver. Rock, what do you think?
Well, I have to say this. This is a pick'em game, okay?
Yep.
And Von Miller, DeMarcus Ware, Talib are all back. Simeon's got a banged-up foot. Yes, Murray and Mariota, we could call them the M&Ms.
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 Coin to your first.
I've got to figure Wade Phillips being the best defensive coordinator in football.
Okay.
I've got to figure this is a close one, but Denver wins it.
Okay, Denver wins it.
All
I
right.
think with Tennessee, they will find a way to make Murray the deciding factor. With the players you mentioned, they'll stop the pass. They might have pressure on the run, but with the run and the screens, possibly to Murray, they'll find a way to break a couple, maybe even get a lucky touchdown or two, which is why Tennessee will take that game.
And both teams need to win.
Yeah.
Tennessee 6-6, Houston 6-6, and the Colts are 6-6. So it's a big one for Tennessee at home, and it's a big one for Denver because they're fighting right there. This is going to be a real good week.
Definitely a good one.
Yes, sir.
After that, again, that might not be so hot. The Jets going to see San Francisco. I think Kaepernick will find a way to pick them apart with his feet in the pass. I'm taking San Francisco. This game's kind of a yawner, but Rock, what do you think?
Well, as I mentioned before, San Francisco had 7 yards passing versus the Bears. So that Jets defense that got smoked last week, Kaepernick runs to a win.
Sure. So we're the same in that game. I think that's probably a smart play, dropping that one up. The Saints go marching in to see Jameis Winston. I think he's going to be the deciding factor. His passing, his eyes have been improving week over week, year over year. I'm taking Tampa Bay outright here, maybe by a touchdown or more. Rock, what do you think?
Let's give credit to the Tampa Bay defense.
Sure.
They ran Russell Williams. They sacked Russell 6 times. They beat Kansas City in Kansas City, which I don't know when that's been done. Now, these guys are my dark horse pick they have to play at Dallas, but they're my dark horse pick to slip into the Super Bowl.
The bowl. That's a bold prediction.
That's a bold prediction. But yes, Tampa wins by a touchdown.
Sure, I think we're the same there. And smart play. Seattle. The A came off an impressive victory last week, scoring big time. But I think Green Bay had a bigger week. I think Green Bay at home, without E.T. on that he's the leader for Seattle's defense. I'm taking Aaron Rodgers to light him up.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. Seattle's almost got the home field first round bye. Okay, they're not going to catch the Cowboys, right?
Okay.
So the Packers have to win. I haven't seen the Packers being a hometown dog in 20 years. They're actually getting 3 points. Now, who knows what we don't know? Probably a lot of smarter people, right? Anyway, Jordy's healthy. It's going to be cold. Russell Wilson, they play the Dome. Aaron Rodgers plays. I'm going to go that the cheese gets hard and the Packers win this one outright.
All right.
All right?
Cool. So I'll take that cheese, not to curd. I'll take the Pack as well.
Okay.
Matty Ice going to see the Rams. They've been disappointing at best. Goff throwing them in. Rock, what do you think here?
Well, after Matty Ice threw that pick 2, we usually call it a pick 6, right?
Pick 2.
After you threw that pick 2 and they lost the game, they got to be a little bit discouraged. Tampa's breathing down their neck. They're on the road. Jeff Fisher has a lot of pride, but Goff, why did they even play him this year? They should have reps. They should have stuck with Case Keenum. Well, the guy's got a brace on his knee, and they threw him into a fire. Bad call. Matty Ice will rebound. LA's getting 5. I still take Atlanta.
Still take Atlanta? Okay, me too.
All righty.
I think Matty Ice will find a way to pick that defense apart. I think LA's offense doesn't have the rhythm to even be productive as Atlanta can. Atlanta all day that time, even by double digits in my opinion.
Woo!
Sunday night showdown. The Dak boys going to see Eli and company. The Giants. Rock, a lot of people think this might be Dallas' downfall. I disagree. I like Dallas big time here. I'm taking them. The Giants are the only team that's winning that has a negative turnover ratio.
All right.
So I'm taking the Dak boys for sure here. Let's go, Rock. What do you think?
Okay, I can't sing, but I'm going to go, Eli's coming. Now here we got Victor Cruz, we got Shepard, we got Odell Beckham.
Okay.
We've got Kirk Cousins who passing 450 yards. We got the Giants at home.
Okay.
We got cold weather. We got Dak being from Mississippi.
Sure.
This one has upset written all over it. As much as I'm a Cowboy fan,
Okay.
the Cowboys aren't going to... The Giants outright.
The Giants outright. I'm taking the Cowboys outright. Like I said, I'll even give them 7 points. I like the momentum they have.
Side bet?
Side bet?
Side bet?
All right, we'll talk about it after the show. Tune in for our playoff preview.
There you go.
But Dallas Cowboys, the Dak boys, coined in here. We're disagreeing. Should be a great game either way for the Sunday night showdown. For the Monday night battle, Baltimore going to see Belichick's New England Patriots. I'm taking New England at home. A lot of people like the Baltimore Ravens here, but I'm taking New England. Rock, what do you think?
Well, they're Gronkless. They were last week.
Okay.
The teams that they've beaten in the last 3, Los Angeles, the Jets, and San Francisco. Big wins for New England, right? So Baltimore's actually played very well up there.
Okay.
And they're on a roll. The line, I mean, holy cow, the line is 7.
Mm-hmm.
It would take a lot of balls to pick an outright upset. But I say Baltimore covers.
Baltimore cover is interesting. We're rather split this week.
Well,
Should make it for an interesting week then.
we'll have to wager on the side of legal off the
Oh,
here.
sure. We'll see about that. We'll see. I like my picks. We're sticking with that. We're here signing off for NFL Week 14 on What Do You Think? This is Rock. This is Bear. Vice versa. Thanks
Happy
for tuning in.
holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.